you're the one that is really blessed by going. And there's no doubt. I truly got the blessing.
You better plan on going more because you're going to want to.
It's only by being the family of God that we are complete in doing that.
Amigos por siempre. Friends forever.
It's so cool to see how God uses different people in ways that you would never even guess when we go to Guatemala.
We ended up having 74 kids at this vacation Bible school, anywhere from 2 to 12 or 13 years old. We had different stations: art, craft, song, study, playtime. That was playtime. And just give you these great, full, just deep, heartfelt hugs. And you're like, I'm not just here to build stoves. My plan is definitely superseded by God's plan. We had 2 teams, 3 each. I stayed with my master stove builder all 3 days. His name was Julio. He didn't have tools. He had a 24-inch machete and a hammer and cut a hole in this tin roof like that. And that day he had a shirt and it says, Amigos por siempre. Friends forever. Gave me just as big a hug as the 3-year-old that was at Vacation Bible School. He is my amigo, man. Very grateful for the opportunity to go because they put God in my life fuller than it had been in a long time.
About 2016, we started the construction of a small Methodist church in a small village in rural Guatemala. And one of the first things we identified was the need for clean building stoves. Many families in this village cook all their food on an open flame, and all that soot just covers the walls and the roofs, and you can imagine what their lungs look like. These stoves are vented right through the roof, so there's no exhaust from the fire. Going on a mission trip like this, you will know that you have impacted people's lives for the better. There will be no question in your mind about that. For as little as about $150, which is the cost of these stoves, we are improving people's health, safety, budget. You're going to go once, and you better plan on going more because you're going to want to.
My first impression was it was a little rugged. We rode in the back of a Toyota pickup truck, quite a ways to climb to get to some of these homes. I would say it's a thrill to do something like that. It's a great experience. Well, we would go into the home site. The women would be outside cooking on just an open fire, and sometimes they would be in one of the buildings cooking on an open fire. It was very needed. It was so obvious that they needed these stoves. The thing I went down there for was I wanted to help others. And what I found out, and you hear this a lot, you're the one that is really blessed by going. And there's no doubt that I truly got the blessing.
God's love is universal. And I was reminded of that one afternoon. I had an opportunity to interact with a 7-year-old named Candy. And we started this back and forth where she would draw a picture and I would draw a picture. And she would try to copy my picture, and then we went back and forth on that. And even though we both couldn't understand each other, it didn't get in the way of us sharing for about an hour and a half. And it was another reminder that your relationship with God is directional this way as well as this way. And it's only by being the family of God that we are complete in doing that.
The amazing part about this mission is the community connects directly to the church. So when we finished VBS, we said, did you have fun? They said, yes. We said, do you know where else you can have more fun? And that's with the church. And so with each stove we built, we brought a Spanish Bible. And you could see when we were trying to tell those stories, even though there was a language barrier, the kids already knew the story because they had been to the VBS. Even when we leave, people are now connected to the local church. There are stove builders who go and finish the stoves that we've ordered. They continue to impact and empower each other even after we leave. And so I hope that you will be curious about how you can get involved in missions. It's so cool to see how God uses different people in ways that you would never even guess when we go to Guatemala.
Amigos por siempre.